All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Treasure of Monte Cristo, 1949. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. I hated this flick. This is going to be another flippered film noir. Treasure of Monte Cristo is a 1949 U.S. film noir crime film directed by William Burke and starring Glenn Lagan, Adele Jenkins, and Steve Brody. A descendant of Edmond Dantes finds himself framed for a crime he did not commit. The film was entirely shot in location in San Francisco. It's kind of cool to see the corner of Franklin and some other street. 1949. I know this city well. I know exactly where that is. It's over by the cathedral, I think. Treasure of Monte Cristo, 1949. It gets a pretty decent 6 out of 10 on IMDb, only 235 ratings, so it's pretty obscure. This modern tale borrows from an old story in establishing Langan, who works on a ship that docks in San Francisco as a descendant of the Count of Monte Cristo. Crooked lawyer Brody sets up a scheme to get the treasure of Langman's famed ancestor, and using the beautiful blonde Jurgens tries to lure Langan into a trap. Langan proves worthy of his heritage using a gun instead of a sword, and he wins legitimately both his fortune and Jurgens. So I just spoiled the happy ending there. Uh, Daliges is giving this a 4 out of 10. I just couldn't follow the what was happening here. There was a lot of weird stuff going on. For instance, in the beginning of the movie, man gets shot, and later on we learn that he's in the hospital and he's somehow related to all this. I couldn't tie everything together. I guess I wasn't clever enough, and I don't know. Here we go. Daliges, November 25th, 2023 review is called Improbable Unlikely Treasure Hunt on IMDb. Daliges gives it a 4 out of 10. Treasure of Monte Cristo brings to mind certain images, elements, and a loose storyline. This particular story is very far from the title. Could rightly be interpreted as offering. Glenn Langlin is a handsome lead actor for sure, and initially looks like he's posing for a magazine shoot. He does begin to loosen up a bit, and he becomes more believable as the film progresses. But overall, I don't think this was the part he was meant to play. There are several holes in the story script. Yeah, no kidding. Lack of continuity, maybe, and the direction of the film creates confusion to the degree that I found myself a bit confused at one point. You're not the only one. The remainder of the cast is adequate at best. In the end, this noir film is a bit too disjointed to recommend itself. Now, The Big Sleep is certainly disjointed, but at least it was enjoyable. This I just couldn't figure out, and it's low budget in a bad way. I mean, I couldn't finish it Monday night. I just couldn't get into it. There's just too much dead space and dialogue. It's just I don't know, pillow talk stuff didn't really intrigue me. Anyways, more like this Chicago Syndicate. I Love a Mystery, Finger Man, and Somewhere in the Night. All right. I already told you the anonymous storyline from IMDb. Fast moving, suspenseful jewel mystery set against the colorful background of today's San Francisco. That's the tagline. Today meaning 1949. Genres: crime, drama, film noir, and thriller. There's no parental advisory. Release date October 27, 1949 in the United States. Country of origin, United States. Language, English, also known as Das Erbe von Monte Cristo. Filming location, San Francisco, California, USA. Production company, Lippert Pictures. Runtime, 1 hour, 16 minutes, 76 minutes. Not too long. It's in black and white, glorious black and white. Of course, sound mix mono. Aspect ratio 1.37 to 1. So this is a low budget noir that is very hard to follow, impossible to connect the dots here. I guess judging by the other review on IMDb, I wasn't the only one struggling to figure out what the heck was going on here. You have the blondie wanting to marry the Glenn Langan character. So Adele Jurgens wants to marry Glenn Langan because she supposedly escaped from an insane asylum, and the only way she can get her inheritance is if she marries right away. So she does that, and then she plays a cruel trick on him where he's framed for murder. And then she's sort of out of the limelight. His defense attorney is quick to put him in the electric chair. This guy is intentionally trying to put him in the electric chair, and he's one of the criminals, I guess, the defense attorney. I'm not sure why or how, but yeah. Maybe if I had a more detailed storyline, I could figure this out, but no clues from Wikipedia or IMDb. So I guess we're out of luck in that regard. But let's see what's coming down the pike on the movies list. Shall we? I think the internet is faster here. It used to drop all the time due to weak signal, but I think it's been getting better. I haven't had any videos cut off for a while. All right. Number one on the list is Film Worker 2018. I'll start that tomorrow. I've got physical therapy on my knee, so I've got a few hours in the morning to check out Film Worker. Then there's Firestorm 1998. And last but not least, Unbreakable. A Story of Hope and Healing in Haiti, 2014. So that's the next three. I guess I'll take a little nappy poo, wake up early, look at my sorry investment portfolio. I did sell a few option contracts for tiny profits. Um, so I'm making about 1,500 a month in short-term capital gains. I'll have to increase the deductions on my taxes next year. Decrease the 401k contributions and decrease my parking contribution. So I should have maybe $350 semi-monthly net pay instead of $0. And I'm still making money off of land securities, government bonds, government money market, regular money market. So I'm still making money off that stuff. And that's another reason why I have to increase my tax deductions next year. Because if I keep this up, I'm going to be, wow. I'm going to be paying Uncle Sam and the franchise tax board quite a bit of dough next year. And I owe it all to my attorney who negotiated me the best possible settlement with my former, what was it? I got this redeveloper involved, and he just kept pouring all this money plus the insurance money I got from the lawsuit. It was a pretty good deal. And I'm still making money off of it. I'm letting it accumulate, although I've lost about $10,000 on the stuff that I haven't sold, the bonds, the speculative ETN, and then I've got the two huge Microsoft contracts that that went down like 50% in a month, and wow, might take me a while to get those Microsoft contracts back in the green. But I did make a pretty penny today on the parabolic stock market after the central bankers manipulate the interest rate down another quarter of another 25%. And so 25% or a quarter of a basis point, I guess I should say. They're doing some kind of liquidity maneuver, manipulating the market, and yeah, should be good. Although tomorrow looks like the stock market is going to crash. I'm looking at it and it's just all red down. S&P down 0.79%, Dow down 0.27%, NASDAQ down 1.29%, and the Russell 2000 down 0.5%. US stock futures plummet after Fed decision as Oracle sinks. This is the headline. After Oracle sinks after earnings. US stock futures fell Wednesday night as investors evaluated the Federal Reserve's latest rate cut, which helped fuel a late day rally on Wall Street. Oracle plunged more than 10%. All right. So it should be an interesting bloodbath in the stock market. Maybe I can, if AMC Theaters and what's the other one I got? Ain't No Woman in the one I got. So if AMC Theaters goes down to, should be in good shape. I can sell that put. But I don't know. Maybe my long-term bonds will go up. And Microsoft will go down. It's been going down for a month now. Procter and Gamble, I might be able to sell that one. If it's the only stock tomorrow that doesn't go down, I could be able to sell Procter and Gamble for $1,125. That would be nice. I have a little extra cash heading into next Monday. But I don't know. I might end up buying some other contracts with the roughly $800 that I've got floating around in cash right now in my brokerage account. I can't seem to buy any more contracts. I've just been selling a lot of them, which is not bad. I mean, if I have cash floating around, I can just put that in my checking account to keep me going for another 2 weeks before my next big bonus check, which is going to help me immensely. But anyways, not a great film, difficult to watch, hard to stay awake on this one. But yeah, we'll try to go further down the list. We'll try to get to Film Worker 2018. "94 minutes." That's not bad. An hour, 34 minutes. I think I can handle it. It's a documentary film. It's about Leon Vitali, a successful British actor who, after playing the role of Lord Bullington, which was Barry Lyndon's stepson in the Stanley Kubrick directed Barry Lyndon, he gave up his acting career to work for decades as Kubrick's assistant. So we'll try to check that one out tomorrow morning if I'm not super tired. Otherwise, I might just sleep in. I got to figure out what's the latest I can sleep into. I'm thinking maybe 10:45, 10:30. We'll see. No, probably more like 9. All right. Well, should be an interesting day tomorrow. I got physical therapy on my right knee. I refuse to get surgery to shave off the meniscus or whatever weird thing they do for torn meniscus surgery. I'm going to avoid all that and go to physical therapy in hopes that they can somehow miraculously bring my knee back to normal after 6 weeks of physical therapy. That should be interesting because the physical therapy place is only open on weekdays. So I guess I have to use up all my sick time and miss a whole bunch of work. But we'll see. The good news is that I'm caught up on all my work, so shouldn't be too bad for the next month and a half, I guess. And then I got to work half day, and then I got to go pick up my son till 9 p.m. And Friday, I'm not going to St. Dominic's movie night because they're playing Wuthering Heights, which I've already seen twice. Once in high school. I think one time I saw it in high school English class. I took bonehead English in high school, similar to my son. And so we got to see a lot of movies. Anyways, Treasure of Monte Cristo. What a confusing and mind-numbingly dull and banal film that was. Highly unrecommended. Don't check it out. Laters.